Last, it was announced that a wireless telephony program would be permitted once a week for half an hour. The station chosen was Writtle, with a power of 0.5 kilowatt.
I happened to be in the Marconi company at the time, and we inhabited a place called Writtle, a hut, long, low hut full of long, low people.
My name is Alison Eckersley, and I'm the daughter of Miles Eckersley, who was Peter Eckersley's youngest son.
Right. How many children did he have?
3. Miles, William, well, Billy, and Joan. And Joan, who is Caroline's mother.
The name Eckersley, does that live on?
Well, it does. I was married, but I reverted to my maiden name. So my son is Tom Eckersley.
My name is Caroline Moyer. My mother was Joan Eckersley, who was Peter's daughter.
How did you enjoy tonight?
Well, I thought it was wonderful, and there was so much information there, and he was so enthusiastic, and he made it really interesting. The time flew by, and he genuinely, obviously loves these people and everything that they did, and it's amazing when you think about what we'd had or what we didn't have, and then how suddenly this voices over the airwaves. I mean, we all take it for granted, but when you think about it and where it came from, it's extraordinary.
And now, thanks to Mr. Captain Eckersley, I'm holding a mobile phone, able to video you and talk about this thing as if it's nothing, as if it's so what, Tim is keeping the exciting sort of story alive, isn't he? What about yourself? What was your take on tonight?
I thought it was terrific. I did feel quite emotional, really, about Peter. And although the photographs are slightly weird, what's it called? Whatever it is.
I had a go on that, and after getting Marconi and somebody, one of them had a sort of you discovered through this that he had a something or other. I'm thinking I've dumped all mine. I've dumped the app. I don't want to look at it. And when he put it up on there, oh my goodness!
But something quite powerful. Also, listening to Peter on with his radio thing. My father was just like that, because we used to have concerts and things, and this sort of bonkers, mad, zany, hysterical, completely out of control playfulness, which was very much my father as well, but probably not as effectively creative.
Yeah, it goes down the line, doesn't it? I mean,
it brings it all alive, and it was wonderful.
Spike Milligan, Monty Python.
Yeah,
I mean, the whole crazy thing. There's always, as the good book says, there's nothing new under the sun, is there? I mean, where did he get it from? It must have existed. Did he invent it?
Well, his father died when he was quite young. Alfred was quite young.
Yes.
So what he was like, but I don't know whether Rachel was.
I don't think she was.
Didn't really. She was very close to Peter, but she didn't appear to be bonkers.
No.
But of course, Tim loves this thing where, threats to society. Well, he describes the Eckersley thing. He didn't pricker of balloons and rebellious genius. Tim, I think Tim fancies himself on that.
I think he does connect, which is lovely.
How do you hope to take tonight and perhaps develop it with a closer links?
Putting some records straight, I don't know.
Yes.
I think, Peter, after 1930, it was a complicated time, and I think it's easy to take things out of context about what he became involved with. So it is just very nice to have something so positive about him and really celebrate him, as opposed to look at other aspects that may be more tricky.
Well, I think also, I think genius has to be brought down, doesn't it, as well?
Yes.
You've got to have.
Yes.
It's always the what do they call it? Flawed genius, and I think the English like flawed geniuses.
Yes. Well, you can have sympathy, can't you? Because they're human then if they're flawed.
I suppose the eccentricity plays a huge part, doesn't it?
It's lovely to meet you both. Glad you had a great night, and glad I finally touching, Peter, the soul of Peter Eckersley. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thank you.